Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into what Spirit wants you to know. If that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That will have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. First of all, we have the alligator, all right? And this is the card of waiting. And it's not just waiting for nothing. It's waiting for the perfect moment to strike, okay? So maybe there's divine timing here that's playing a role. Spirit could want you to know that something has not happened yet because that's the plan. Like, that's the design of this. So if you've been feeling any kind of stagnicity or like a delay, or maybe you yourself have been feeling the energy of like, it's not time yet. You know, like, I'll know when it's time to jump towards this, to invest in this, to do this, whatever. Like, I'll know. But right now, not the time. If you've been feeling that way with the alligator, that is coming directly from Spirit. Like, Spirit's like, yes, I want you to wait until the right time. I will give you the energy. Like, you'll get flooded with signs is what I'm getting. Like, Spirit's going to send you so many signs that it's going to be undeniable. And if you are feeling like you're getting a lot of those signs right now, after a period of kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen, that could be your cue from Spirit to, yes, go ahead. It's time now. The time of waiting is over. Okay. The alligator can also talk about somebody else also trying to blend into your energy, Gemini. So maybe Spirit wants you to know that there is somebody around you that's trying to blend in. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. We're going to get some angel numbers, okay? Spirit, what do you want Gemini to know? What do you want Gemini to know? Okay. It's bound to happen. We have so much in this book that we've used. We're going to run into double numbers. So 792. You are being invited to rise up and honor the force within you. The universe is supporting you by presenting you with steps to transcendence. Trust what is being given to you and move forward. That's interesting. So it's like Spirit's almost like inviting you to the next, I'm hearing the next episode by Dr. Dre. So yeah, I feel like you could be getting invited to the next episode, okay? Like the next layer, the next level of your journey, the next step, the next path, okay? What else do we have here, Spirit? What would you like Gemini gang to know? 133. I'm seeing Jesus. I'm already happy. Jesus and the holy masters are guiding you now. Darkness is being brought into the light. It's time to expect miracles. Ooh, wow. Okay. Something could be happening at 133, or 133 could be very significant for somebody here that's watching. I don't know why. Okay. But yeah, so you have a lot of masters, ascended masters, one which is Jesus, that is guiding you. So maybe you're seeing a lot about Jesus right now, or about the different ascended masters, like maybe seeing, you know, things about their stories, or seeing their names, or maybe you're having dreams or visions of them. Somebody could have a vision or a dream of Jesus in specific. But I do feel like what they're trying to say to you is that you're being brought through this darkness, right? And it's time to expect miracles. Also, darkness is being brought to the light. It's giving the energy of like nothing can hide in the light, which is why when you step towards Spirit, you have to be vulnerable and you have to be open, because nothing can hide and nothing can be unseen. Everything has to be seen in the light, right? And you have to accept every part of yourself in the light. And so there could be some things maybe coming up to the surface for you to deal with. Okay, what else do we have here, Spirit? One more for Gemini gang. What do you want them to know? How about 740? It says, God and angels are encouraging you to connect with the earth at this time. As you get grounded, you will uncover important information about your journey. Ooh, yeah. I'm getting for somebody like meditation is going to be really significant, or like spending some time in nature. If you have a limited energy of nature around you, I saw this thing today. I almost shared it, but I didn't. where just staring at pictures of nature, looking at pictures of trees or of mountains or of bodies of water, listening to bird sounds, listening to nature sounds, you know, it can help you still feel connected to nature even if you're not physically able to get into nature. Like there was some kind of scientific study done where people who listened to these sounds or stared at these pictures had almost the same experience as being out in nature itself. I'm not saying that that's, you know, a healthy replacement or anything. By all means, if you can go walk a beautiful trail, go walk it. But some people don't live in those areas where they're able to, or it's just not safe or whatever. So if that's the case, listen to nature sounds or look at pictures or videos of nature, and you're gonna feel connected to nature. And I feel like Spirit wants you to try to get grounded right now, because you're going to uncover important information. It's like the more that you ground yourself and you center yourself, pull back all your energy, pull back all your thoughts, it's like you're opening up to the messages that want to come down. Because I do feel like Spirit wants to give you some kind of message, or wants to let you bring some kind of clarity to you or something like that, guys. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and pull some cards here. All right, so Spirit, what do you want Gemini to know right now? Okay? What do you want Gemini gang to know? Okay. What do you want Gemini gang to know, please? Oops, something came right out. We have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, and trust your inner voice. It's really interesting because that number that we were just talking about, get grounded so messages can come through. I don't want to quote this wrong, but I believe it was Buddha that sat under a tree until enlightenment came to him. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like, I feel like Spirit wants you to spend time in meditation. For some reason, that's what I'm getting. Or journaling or deep reflection. It's like very important. And that's really matching that alligator energy. So you are developing a very deep connection to not only yourself, but the planet, the animals, the trees, right? The wind, the water, to Spirit. It's like you're developing connections to all these different energies, spirits, whatever you want to call them, you know. Some people believe that the trees have a spirit, and the water has a spirit, and the wind has a spirit. Actually, that's a very significant shamanic belief. That was one of the things, I'm not gonna lie, I talked to a shamaness, and because I went through the shamanic initiation, and it was dark, y'all. It was not pleasant, but I went through it, and this was like a year ago, and I had talked to her and everything. And one of the things that turned me away from actually practicing shamanism, like true shamanism, was I could not get behind the theory of everything having a spirit. It just made me feel like worshiping false prophets, which I know might feel strange hearing that about me because I'm not actually a Christian, but I do believe that there is just one spirit, like a great creator, like the great spirit. And so that kind of was off for me, but that's the energy I'm getting here. I feel like for some of you guys, like you're recognizing the deep connection between all things and the spirit that's within everything. So the trees do have a spirit, and the butterflies have a spirit, and the flowers have a spirit, you know, and it's all connected to the great spirit, which is actually something that I'm coming around to now. So that's interesting. I don't know. I'm sorry not to make this reading about me. I know people hate when tarot readers do that, but that's just kind of how I'm connecting this card. Some of you guys might wear a little cute top bun too. Okay, slay Buddha. Anyways, we have Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest and speak up with love and be heard. There could be something that you need to say as well, you know, with Mercury. I also feel like there's going to be a deep connection to how you express yourself. You know, Mercury is Gemini's ruling planet. So there could be something here about you feeling more connected to yourself, feeling more able to express yourself. In fact, Buddha is wearing a yellow robe, which talks about the solar plexus chakra for me. That's how I'm connecting that. And that is the chakra of expression, self-expression. You know, obviously you use your throat chakra to speak, but if you don't feel confident enough, you know, and self-realized enough with your solar chakra, you're not really going to speak your truth or with some kind of real authority. So there's something here about that. Like Spirit wants you to speak your truth perhaps, but connect to yourself first to develop the truth, right? It's interesting because this is saying trust your inner voice, and then we have open communication. Some of you guys feel something very deep inside that you want to bring out to the world. Maybe you want to write a book, a memoir, maybe a song, a poem, a speech, Maybe you want to say something. These could even be one-on-one, like maybe feelings for another person that you want to bring. You feel this inside, you want to bring it out. You're just not sure how to communicate this or articulate it. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Okay. Spirit, what do you want Gemini gang to know, please? What do you want Gemini gang to know? Let's find out. Let's get one other card. We have Diana. Focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. Wow. Okay. With Lady Portia on the bottom, divine order, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. That's really interesting because I feel like the lesson here is about self-belief and also maybe believing that there is something higher than yourself that has your back here. Because some of you guys, not trying to call anybody out, but I am kind of getting the energy of some of you guys feel quite alone, or you're not sure what you believe. Like you're not sure if you believe in spirit or God or Buddha, right? Or any of these things. Like you're just not sure, but you like being here, which I appreciate that. But I feel like there's something here where the lesson is maybe unfolding that you can believe in yourself. You know, that's one thing that Spirit has always said to me, and I've said this several times on this channel. Spirit's always told me, like, it's great that you believe in me, but it's more important that you believe in yourself. Believing in me is a means to an end, right? You have to believe in yourself while you're here. You have to believe in yourself enough to go after your opportunities, to step out of your comfort zone, to want to heal yourself, to want to break free from patterns and trauma and bondage that holds you back. The belief in me alone will not be enough. You will need to believe in yourself too, you know? So there could be something here about that. I feel like Spirit wants you to think about what you desire. We already see that, right? Connect deeply to yourself. And set your sights high. Don't settle for less. Don't think that something is out of your reach. Don't think that you can't achieve something. And expect the best possible outcome, right? So don't expect the worst, or don't expect for things to be just all right. Like, maybe I'll get that. Maybe that'll happen. But expect the best. This is giving big manifestation energy, and it's giving the Archer vibes, Sagittarius. Okay, like reaching for the stars here. Something could be happening in Sagittarius season, which is coming up. So take that as it resonates. Yeah, I feel like Spirit wants you to do what you feel is right. And that could be an important lesson too, because a lot of you guys might, you know, try to think about what's good for everybody, or maybe that is what your life is about, is pleasing others, making sure other people are a priority, other people are okay. Like if you have like a very high position at work or something, it's never about you. You know, like it's always about the team, it's about the company, it's about the goals, it's about the numbers, it's about this, it's about that, right? And maybe you're a parent, right? And if you're a parent, yeah, it's, you know, if you're a decent parent, it's never about you either. It's always about the kids. So there's something here where maybe something has always been about other people. You know, your decisions are always kind of ran through a filter of, well, how is this going to affect other people? And so Spirit could be saying to you right now, like, do what is best for you. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. Okay, but it starts with thinking about what you desire. It starts with connecting to yourself, which makes a lot of sense for this alligator, because maybe there is a period of pausing before you actually make a move. It's like Buddha sitting under that tree. I'm not going to move until I've found the answer, right? What else do we have here for Gemini gang? What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit? Oops, something wanted to pop, but it didn't. What do you want Gemini gang to know? I feel like Spirit's being, oh Lord, have mercy. I really suck at saying this name. I feel like Spirit's being very particular with the cards that are coming out. We have Melchizedek. I think that's how you say it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's like my arch nemesis of words to say. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further the progress. That's so funny, because I heard, but wait, there's more. That's what I heard when I was reading that. I feel like you guys are like, some of y'all are just tired souls. Like, I'm getting that so strongly. Like, I have been through enough. Like, I have been through enough. I've learned enough lessons. It's like, for me, like if I watch a pick a card reading and my next blessing is going to be inner growth, a spiritual transformation, another spiritual awakening, I'm like, oh man, I just turn it right off and throw my phone. I'm just like, I'm so tired of spiritual transformation. I'm so tired of spiritual growth. I'm so, like, can't I just ever get $1 million? You know, or a lover with stamina. That would be nice too. Like, does it have to be spiritual transformation and spiritual growth? I mean, I'm grateful, but Lord, I'm tired, right? It's like that kind of energy is what came through with this card. Like, some of y'all are like looking like this guy. Like, just tired and worn out, you know? And it's like, Spirit's like, well, we're not done yet. If your heart's still ticking and you're still here, if you're listening to this reading, you have more to learn. You have more to go through. Some of you guys could be studying under a mentor, or you could be doing some kind of higher learning here, maybe going to school, getting certified in something, perhaps. Okay? And Spirit's not saying that you haven't learned anything, right? It's like you've learned from experience. You've learned a lot. Like, you've been through a lot, but there's just more that's up ahead. So don't you ever, never, never, ever get comfortable. I'm sorry. Oh, we have Serapis Bay Ascension. Look. Hello, darkness, my old friend, right? Move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yes, okay? So there is some kind of spiritual awakening or ascension that you are probably going through right now, or you're about to go through, or you just finished. It really depends. And sometimes they can be back to back to back. It just really depends on how fast the Spirit is trying to accelerate your spiritual growth, right? Because sometimes we need to be in a certain energy to get to a certain space, right? I've talked about this with divine timing before. It's not so much about like, oh, on March 30, whatever, you know, we're going to have this happen. It's more about when you're in alignment, the energy is in alignment, and we can meet. That's when divine timing happens. So there could be something here where you are meant to have something else, or there is meant to be an advancement here when it comes to your energy, but you need to be in a certain energy before that can happen. And so Spirit's like, let's accelerate the process. It's almost like Hooked on Phonics for spirituality. Like, I'm going to give you the fast version, okay? All right. Let's get some more. Actually, I'm going to save that deck for later. Let's use the Soul's Journey lesson cards, all right? We're just going to pull Oracle. We're not going to pull any tarot in this reading. Spirit, what do you want Gemini to know, please? Okay, we have Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So Scorpio season or Scorpio energy could be significant with that Death energy. Yeah, it's like transformation, right? And you've been through some endings, quite a few actually, maybe more than your fair share is how you're feeling. But there is an energy here of you're learning that lesson. That's an important, valuable lesson that you are learning, right? That endings are merely beginnings. That just because one door closes doesn't mean that there's not another door that's meant to open. And death is but a door, right? So some of you might be learning that. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like somebody needs to hear the message. Maybe somebody just recently lost somebody. My condolences. But I feel like somebody needs to hear that this person, this pet, this thing, if there was like a final ending to something, especially like a person or a pet, okay? That their energy is always going to be with you. Yeah, I'm feeling like a sickness in my stomach suddenly. So maybe somebody's been grappling with that, or there was like just a significant loss or something. But Spirit is saying this person's always going to be with you, and this person's going to show up in another lifetime too. Like, you will see this person again. It's not goodbye, it's just see you later. Okay, that's for somebody. Yeah, so you can have peace knowing that they're going on the next phase of their journey, and that's what we all have to do. You know, death is the most natural thing that you can do. Because that's what you're meant to do eventually, right? And it's morbid and it's sad and it's heavy, but it is a reality, and it's all about your perspective, you know? And so instead of looking at something like something was cut too short, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody, okay? Because it's still painful and it still sucks. But instead of thinking of like time was cut too short, or, you know, it's unfair or something like that, try to think of it in the way of like, this is just the next step for their soul's journey, right? Like Earth wasn't the last stop for them. They're just going to the next step of their journey. And we all have to do it eventually. And like I said, this isn't goodbye, it's see you later. So that's just for somebody, okay, who needed to hear it. What else do we have here? What else do we have here for Gemini gang? What do you want them to know, Spirit? What do you want Gemini gang to know? We have guilt. These cards always pack a punch. That's why I love them. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. Yeah, I feel like there's something here with that, you know? And it's interesting because the guilt energy, it's like, yeah, that's one thing, but I really like that it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So it doesn't just have to be guilt. It can be any kind of negative energy, which we saw with Diana here. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. So if you've had any kind of belief systems built in that have told you like, oh, that's not possible, that can't happen, you know, woot-de woot-de woot, right? All that stuff. It's like you're letting that kind of die away with the death energy, you know? Also, there's something here about like if you've done something that's ended something, or maybe you're guilty about your actions, your choices in the past. It's like we truly can't go back. Everything that's happened has happened. You've learned from your experience, and there's more experience that you're going to have. But see, that's what happens with failure and mistakes and things that we feel regret and guilt over. These are learning moments for us because our journey is not over after our one mistake that we made or after a choice that we made that we wish we could take back, right? We're not done learning. So what Spirit is saying here is like, yeah, maybe you have went through some things that you wish you could take back or you wish that you could change. But instead of actually spending so much energy and time on wishing that you could change the past, spend your time and energy on knowing that you're going to create a brighter future because of what you went through, because you know better now, right? Like you know better now. And the power is within you to change, to make better choices, to take more aligned actions. So I really like that energy for you, Gemini, because it feels like, you know, somebody need to hear that. Like, you know, one mistake or multiple mistakes, not the end of the world, right? Spirit saying you've learned from experience and now you're going to learn some more. So take that as it resonates. All right, what else do we have? What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit? What do you want Gemini to know? We have the angel of joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that there's been like a transformation that's in your energy. And this is bringing a lot of wonderful and magical events to your life. Like something is about to get really good for you. There's energy of like blooming with this flower. And then of course the wings that she has. It's making me feel like you went through the transformation. So yes, we like that energy. Okay, Spirit wants you to know that, you know, something good is about to happen to you. What else do we have here, Spirit? Oh, damn. That card just like flew up and literally bitch slapped me in the face, y'all. Holy moly. And the angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. Yeah, look, angel of expression, and it's all that yellow. Like I said, solar chakra. That's what I'm getting. It's like you can't really speak your truth unless you believe in yourself, unless you feel confident enough to do it. So Spirit's saying express yourself clearly, speak your truth. You're going to be heard here. You know, you might not be agreed with, and that's not always going to happen, but you will be heard. We have angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. It's interesting too, because I feel like Spirit's almost wanting you to set your intentions here with this Diana card, you know, focused intention. I think it says, yes. So, you know, put that energy into the universe. Like, this is what I'm going to create for myself. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to achieve. And you're going to see that happen. Is almost the energy that I'm getting, okay? Let's push these up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, something wonderful and amazing is going to happen here too with this angel of joyfulness, with the angel of abundance. I feel like there could be something here where your finances are going to be increasing. It's interesting too because all three of these cards are angels, so you have a lot of angelic support as well. All right, let's just go ahead and make this a shorter reading, y'all. Let's get the final messages for what you want Gemini to know, Spirit. Final messages here. We have Honey, card number 29. Sweeten your approach. Yeah, there's something about that with the focused intention here for Diana. It's like maybe you've just been very critical, or you've been very harsh on yourself or others. Not like, I don't want to say expecting too much, because you expect the best, or you deserve the best, Gemini, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a way to get it, right? Like, you're going to catch more flies with honey versus vinegar. So there's something here about, you know, softening up the way that you do things, or how you speak to people, or how you fight in your own corner here, and that might get you better results moving forward. Damn, I'm feeling called out slightly on that one. Okay, what else do we have here? We have card number 72. I don't know if this is Heather or if it's Heather. Solitude and diligence. Yeah, some of you guys might be studying something, or taking something to the next level here and really mastering it, maybe getting certified. We have card number 101, Prometheus, Gifts of Humanity. Yeah, I feel like you are a gift to humanity, Gemini. You know, not everybody, obviously, but most of you guys, I feel like you are. You know, you're doing your best here. Trying to leave the earth a better place than when you found it. That's for somebody out there. We have card number 97, Disease, Stress and Negativity. And that's, I feel like what Spirit is saying here is like, that's what stress and negativity is. It's a disease, right? And a disease gets in there and it corrodes all the healthy energy, all the healthy flesh, right? And it starts to decay it and break it down. And so, you know, you have to find the root cause sometimes, or you have to treat the infection and not so much the wound or the element that's happening because of the infection, if that makes any sense. So for some of you guys, the Spirit really wants you to take a look at your own thoughts, you know, and your stress and the negativity that you allow in your life, because we all have a choice. Even if the choice is hard, even if the choice changes everything, we still have a choice. So there could be this energy here about really looking at the negativity and stress that you allow in your life, and maybe looking on lessening that. We have card number 13, Dark Apricot, Find the Humor. With El Sol, card number 27, Deserved Reward and Purpose. Yeah, I kind of get the energy of like, why so serious? And I feel like some of y'all were like, because this is a serious situation, right? Being on Earth ain't for the weak. You're right about that. But I feel like there's still things to find humor in. And so Spirit wants you to look on like the bright side or the light side of things. Like, don't allow life to get too heavy, you know? All right, guys, that has been your reading. I do hope that it helps. Hope it resonates. Hope it does something. And I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. Bye.